Right then, welcome back to Narnia Prince Caspian. So, on my last recording, that we were in a level that would have been in this lovely window that is this one here, which is Maras's castle, and also Inviltration, whatever that's supposed to be exactly. So yeah, we was in there last time, which involves a fair few things that was done, as well as in this game you'll be finding all sorts of things, which involves some treasure chests for you to find in the levels, which are in the same shape of a window that we're in at the moment. And when you open the chest, you'll find bonus unlocked. As well as you're wondering how the fuck do you open it? Well, you can either find exact number of a key chest lock for you to open each one of a certain number of chests that will be in each of the levels. Like this one here, for example, that will say a 16 for you to open. This one here will say 17, and this one will say 13 in there. So you have to find all sorts of treasure chests for a certain number of a key that will allow that thing to say bonus unlocked. But also, there'll be certain things in each of the windows of a level that will have something for you to suss out before, or something you need to do, like open a door, for example, and it will say bonus unlocked. And when it says bonus unlocked, when you've sussed out something that will give you that word, or either a chest to be opened up, it will be going up into each one of these 3 windows, especially this window that I'm in at the minute, that will say foot or bonus footage, shall we say. And also it could be either saying bonus levels, it could go in there, or either it could go in this one here, which is bonus compent arts, if that's what CONCEPT is spelled to be exactly. So yeah, you have to find certain things to do in each one of these levels, or open a chest that will say bonus unlocked. But also, on my last recording, but we did a fair few things before I end the video to allow you to know that you could reach to the next level that will be in this window right here, and that is the next set of levels or things that you're going to need to do in this level, which will be called Maras's Castle Accent. Pretty sure that's what ASSAULT is spelled to be. But also, you want to know exactly how many treasure chests that are going to be opened up, aren't you? So that's what we're going to do in a few seconds. Because once again, in this level, which is Caspian, it will have 13 chests for you to open up. In this one, which will be Reigns of Caspian, or Runs, if RUINS is supposed to be any of those words, of Carapavel that has 17 chests, and also this one that I did do last time. So what we're going to do is go revisit this window, because we want to get to the next window, don't we? Because that's how you can proceed into the levels that has certain things that's in there. Also, the next window that we're going to be in will be a bit more of a tricky thing for you to figure out, because there's 2 or 3 things in there that's going to be a bit more fucking complicated. Also, in this game you get some video clips from the movie as well as of course you get new characters as well to use instead of just Lucy, Edmund, Pia and Susan. I don't know why I did it that way, but oh well. But yeah, you get Edmund in this level, Pia, and you've got Susan, and unfortunately you will not have Lucy, so I'm afraid that's just how it goes. But you have Prince Caspian with a bow and a sword, and you'll have this guy that will have a potion and some boxing gloves, for example, with his fists punching into things. You also have this little guy with a hook and a dagger, and Evan will have a torch and of course a sword. And finally Pia will have a sword and a hook and a shield for you to have as well. But also Susan's got a bow and a dagger. I almost forgot about her as well. Yeah, you don't have Lucy, I'm afraid, but yeah, there's a good exclamation why you don't have that, because it's not safe, is it? Right, anyway, so what we're going to do is skip these cutscenes because you saw these last time on my last recording. But also, you could always check my YouTube channel if you wish, because there's all sorts of things in there. Right, anyway, so last time, if you haven't checked my last recording, we did all sorts of things. And also I have only got 10 keys. Yeah, on my last recording I did spend a fucking fair load of them. So I've got 10 of them. Right, also on the right where the keys are, or just a shape of a key, there's a map there. And that will tell you where you are, as well as, of course, where you'll find a chest, which will be a shape of a gold colour. And some objects that you can pick up, which will also have a funny little shape, but it will turn silver. For you to say, that's the thing you can pick up. Right, also we've been in here. So, once again, if you want some keys, you can always go back and forwards places to pick up more. And also there'll be a few little pieces on the ground which will allow your health bar, which of any of the characters you can use in this level. And when you pick up a certain amount, your health of a colour will change, which once again it will start with red and eventually it will start to come into silver, and then it will turn into gold. But if you look closely at the top there is a little bit of silver left in there. So we've only got one more place before each one of those things will have the actual silver changed into gold. Right, so once again, you can always redo these levels, especially if you've missed a couple of keys or even a few chests, because I have done that. Missed a chest, and I'll show you exactly where I missed a chest because I didn't have enough. Also, over here I have been here, But once again, what we're going to do is to show you that if you've gone back and forward certain places with only a couple of chests that you haven't opened up, and you want to go back into those areas to go and get the remaining ones, then feel free to do exactly that. And also, when you do go to a certain place like this, what it will do is have a yes in a yellow color to say, do you want to select that as a yes? Oh yes, then press X. But once again, if you don't want to do it, then just push down with L3 or down D-pad button, whichever way you want to do it. So yeah, you can always redo them if you've missed absolutely any chests that has exactly some keys that's exactly not got enough for you to do the others. Right, so what I'm going to do is just go forwards and backwards a little bit to go and get some more keys. But also, if you do remember where the keys are, then feel free to do exactly that. Go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards to get as many as you can. Because some of these chests will be expensive to say, yep, we're going to rip you off. Also, some of these characters might stand on these tiles, which is what I'd done last time. But also I did get 2 chests out of 3. Because there's one in this area of this level. Was that I just didn't have enough. So, like I say, you can always just redo them. So you can just keep collecting more. Or either you just want to try and get the exact amount of keys to get whatever you can. To get these chests open. Right, so this is the last time I'm going to go back and forwards in this area. Because you want to see something different. Which, once again, is the next level. And we'll get to that in a second. Right, so we have got 19 keys so far. And that's all we've got. We've got 19 keys. Okay, so once again, we are going to move on. Which would be all the way into this lovely area. Not this area, sorry, my mistake. As long as you remember where you're fucking going, anyway. But yeah. Anyway, so further ado, this is where we went. All the way down here. Which would have took us in this area. And we did do a fair bit of travelling back and forwards places in this area as well. Didn't we? We had to go and get several other things. I've also took that key as well. Why not? Okay, so yeah, we did all this bit where we had several of the small balls, which were 2 in this little thing. And you had to try and get 2 colours, including another colour ball from this little trap circle thing here as well, where you could use this thing, which will open up the door, which would allow you to go in here. Right, so in here, we also went over here through this door, and in that door, which would have had this guy, this big dude here, and he was trapped with some tall guys, wasn't he? He was stuck with a couple of tall guys, and the tall guys would want to eat some food and rant and rave and get trapped in traps, didn't they? So we got that last time as well. And also we got this little guy as well. We got him back from a certain area with Edmund. And those two are trapped together as well, weren't they? So we end up getting one of these back. Right. So, first of all, there's a chest here if you wanted to open it, but that'll take 4 keys. But also, like I said, you can always redo these levels and go back to them when the time has come for you to do that. But also, we did this little circle thing as well, where Prince Caspian's just stood in the fucking way. But yeah, there's a circle thing there. And it had only one piece in the wall. As you can see, there's a piece in the middle of the wall there. And you had to hunt down for 3 pieces. And one of them would have been up behind these barrels here. And the other 2, which would be in the other room where I just came from, to explain where the balls were and everything else. So yeah, we had all of that. Also, you would saw some 2 guides over here as well, which will allow you to stop you from going over it, which would also have that little guy and including Edmund. That's where you had to get that little guy back. And also you're wondering, why do you need that guy? Well, once again, if you saw last time what happened, then you know exactly what happens. But if you haven't, well, you're about to find out at any minute, because you want to see the next level, don't you? So, further ado.
Hold on. Still need to find a way past those guards.
So yeah, as Susan says, we have to find a way past those guards. Which is why you need this little guy. So you can get through a little sneaky little hole. And also, this tall guy here, you're wondering what's he for? Well, you're about to find out. Yeah, to make them all fall asleep. So it's a sleeping potion. Right. So this is the next window that I was going to show you to know exactly what it's called. But you're about to find out in a minute. But once again, you haven't got Lucy in it, I'm afraid. But you'll also have River Chief, the mouse, with a dagger. Also have this little guy as well with a hook and a dagger as well. But also you have Prince Caspian as well, including Peter with his hook and his dagger and his shield, and Susan with a bow and a dagger. And once again, yeah, we'll have to say goodbye to Lucy for now. But yeah, you get this little guy as well. How about that? With his little dagger. yeah, some of these nice characters are good to use instead of just having Susan, Lucy, Edmund, and Peter on the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe one as well. But also, Prince Caspian's got a sword and a bow as well, so there you go. Right, further ado.
Thank goodness. You're safe. Get up. Caspian? Stay where you are. You know, some families might consider this inappropriate, babe. That doesn't seem to have stopped you. You're not like me, are you? It's sad. The first time you've shown any backbone. That's such a waste.
Put the sword down, Caspian. I don't want to do this. We don't want you to either.
Did you kill my father? We tell, but it would have nothing had we not taken it. Your father knew that as well as anyone.
How could you?
For the same reason you will pull the trigger. For our son. We want our child to be king. We want him to be like Caspian here. Father! Caspian! No!
And there he is.
The gate mechanism is in that room. The drawbridge controls are on the other side of the castle.
And there's the mouse. One of the bestest ones that you can never use. Right, so you're wondering how many fucking chests are in this level of a window. Well, you're about to find out. Which involves 11. There are 11 in Raz Castle accent. If that's what ASSAULT is spelled to me, but yeah. There's 11 chests to be found. Also, as you saw the very nice video clip, we're going to skip that, I'm afraid.
The gate mechanism is in that room. The drawbridge controls are on the other side of the castle.
So, you've got the bridge and the gate to open up. Right, so, further ado. You're happy there's all these tamarines around it. So you have to deal with them. Right, also, with the gate and the bridge, they will be in two specific areas and directions, which one will be up it and the other will be all the way over here, which will be up these stairs here. But also, you have got some chests to open up as well. Okay, so further ado, what we'll do is the one on the right. Right, so also with Peter and the little guy, we'll have a hook. And that's what you'll need to do on this bit. Right, so further ado, what you want to do is L1, X, and of course turn L3 clockwise. And slap that circle several times and just keep doing it until this door will open up. Don't know, I picked up a barrel, but oh well. Right, so we've got 26 keys so far, but now we have got 27. Right.
Leave the drawbridge to us, Your Highness.
So we're going to do the door bridge. Now, this one is going to be a tricky little fucker thing for you to suss out. This is why I'm doing this one first. And you'll find out why. It's a bit of a tricky little fuck up. Right, so first of all, what you want to do is go to the sleeve up and press circle once and slap X several times. And when you do, some steps will appear. Also, if you want to switch characters, stand by them and press triangle. Also, we haven't used this mouse for a while, so we're going to use him for a little while. And once again, here's River Chief, which is one of the great characters I've seen. And you probably would agree with me as well.
Sound the alarm!
And you find out what the tricky bit is. And there's a right fucker for it. Which would lead to them fucking levers. Fucking 4 of them. Right, next of all, what we want to do is go over here. Once again, L1 press X and turn L3 clockwise. And circle several times before you can make a nice little bridge. Right, once again, you're going to need this little guy. Let's go to gate here. Press X, X, and circle. Right, also with these things, with the mouse that's got to do his bits, all these things can be random. They will not always stay the same keys for you to touch. So keep that in mind. Especially if you're on a Nintendo Wii, because that is on a Nintendo Wii as well. And even the Xbox.
Even I can't reach it from here.
Yeah, so you can't get there either. Right, so once again, you need to go through this little hole where you find another key. And yeah, you're going to need the other guy as well. And luckily, he's came towards me. Right, so once again, if it's the AI, which is what you'll have, for it to decide to say, do I come now or do I just stay out of the way? Yeah. Right, so once again with a hook, hold L1 and press X once and turn L3 clockwise. Now you stand on a tile, which will bring some blocks. And you'll find a key. And also you can find another hole, which will lead to some more keys for you to collect. And this is going to take 5 keys off you. So as long as you've got plenty, then you'll have the lovely bonus unlocked. Right, so back to those fucking levers. Right, we'll sort that out in a minute. Once this little bag of shit's out of the way. So like I said, these keys are going to be random. So X, square, and of course, finally X again for me. Like I said, they're all random, so they're going to do it in a certain way where it wants to switch them. Right, so now back to these fucking bloody levers. Once again, it can be a right fucking bastard for it. Right, so what you want to do is possibly open the chest first, because it will take 2 keys off you. And also, once again, this level of this area is probably the best idea to go for it first. Oh, whoops. Tried too soon there. Right, okay, so what you want to do is stand on this circle thing, and the other character will stand on the tile. Come on, stand on it. Thank you. Right, so once again, this is a tricky little fucking thing to suss out. So it might take me a while. Right, also what you want to do is stand beside one of these levers and press the circle just once and just wait. And once again, this is all to do with it just to fucking piss you fucking right off. And it's all to do with the bridge. The door bridge. So far as I know, once again, it is fucking random. And then once it's done its thing, all these levers will be all flat, laid down flat. And it'll know that you've done it correctly. There's what I sense what you've got to do with it. Is to select them in the right fucking correct order. Because they all got to stay flat. Also, sometimes you might just need the mouse so you can get the character to stay in the right position to pull these levers. Because otherwise, if you've got 2 that's standing right beside the other one, especially the one you're just about to do, and it says, no, I'm going to do this one instead. So yeah, sometimes you might want to use the mouse, and it saves you a bit of a hassle. Right, also if you do fucking fall off, all you have to do is stand on that circle thing and wait for the other character to walk towards the tile before you be able to be lifted up. Alright, so it's not fucking that one. So like I say, it's all fucking random. That one. Yeah, this might take me a little while. But we'll just have to see. But also, once you've done it correctly, it'll do all this. Which took me a little bit less than I fucking thought, but hope it hasn't kept you waiting for far too long.
Need more swords.
Give me that mouse. Thank you. I'm sure that leads somewhere, as he says. Right, so now you're wondering where the fuck is that thing that's just been lifted up? Well, where it is, it's all the way over here. So you want to go straight for this little hole here. Right, so once again, you're going to need the fucking other guy. But also what you can do is just walk around a bit and wait for him. Or you could just go straight to the hole and get towards him. And switch him that way. So once again, L1 is first. X is next. And then L3 clockwise. That's the way you got to do it, and make sure you keep the L3 clockwise and keep turning it. Right, so now we're up to 27 keys, which is quite handy. Right, so now what you got to do next is possibly find another chest that's going to take fucking 6 keys off you. Also, what you want to do is kick the fucking shit out of these tamarines so you can get a chance to open it. Especially if you've got enough. Right, so now we've got 22 keys. Right, so now you're wondering, what the fuck do we do now? Especially if you've never played it before. Right, so what you want to do is find yourself to pick up a cog and place it in one of these circle places here. So you'll find one cog over there. Then what you want to do is stand over it where you find a platform. And then what you want to do is go over to here where you find another tile that will bring that thing up. And then what you can do is get this mouse again, which is one of the best ones you can use, and go over here. Once again, it's random, so X, square, and another triangle instead this time for me to touch, and circle, which is where you'll find another cog. Oh, don't hit the mouse. River Chief, you survived it. Okay, so once again, you're going to need to switch characters again for this guy to pick up another one of these, because the mouse can't pick up things, can he? And place that one in. And now what you want to do is go to this thing and go clockwise. But first, you have to deal with these tamarines. Right, as River Chief says, I'll take care of these swine. So what you can do is just use this guy and just go round and around and around if you want. So you can do that if you've still got plenty of health. But also, you could always just run around a bit to avoid them before you can continue going round and around and around. You can do that if you want, or you can just kick the fucking shit out of them just to get rid of some of them before you can go round again. So this can happen. But also sometimes it's best to kick the shit out of them all. It still works either way. Also, it's a 2-player game as well. Right, so once that's done, what you can do is kick some more shit out of these tamarines. And also, once again, you can always redo the levels again, just in case if you've missed any keys, or haven't quite got enough, or either haven't got them all. But there is only 3 in here, so you don't have to do any of that. But like I said, it's all to do with finding them. Have as many keys as you need. And of course, just enjoy kicking the shit out of these tamarins. Right, so now what you want to do next is to get your bow, either Susan's or Prince Caspian's, to hit a target, which will allow a thing to move for you to stand on a tile, which will now activate a door for you to go into. Right, also, once again, there is a lovely hole for River Chief the Mouse or this guy to go through, where you can find a chest that's going to take fucking 6 off you. So as long as you've got plenty of keys, you'll be all good. And also the health of your colour will change when you've picked the correct fucking number of those small little pieces that you pick up. I'm probably reckoning there is about 80 of them, possibly, before your health changes into a different colour. So once again, it will start with red, and it will go silver and gold. Right, so once you've done all that stuff,
There's a way through there, I'm certain.
also once again, you can always redo the levels and just go back to the chests when you want to. It's not a problem. To any time you want.
You know what to do?
I don't think Susan's impressed. Right, okay, so further ado, what you want to do here is get your bow to hit a weight to lift up a thing that's going to guard something, which will be a cog handle for you to pick up and place it in here. But you're going to need another one. Right, also these tamarins will stop you. So make sure you kick the shit out of them so you can concentrate. Or either, if you're on your own, you can just let the AI of the other character decide to help you or not. Right, also you'll find another special thing for you to pick up, which is a sharper dagger thing for you to use if you really need it, but probably was said you probably don't really want it right now. Right, also you have to hit another thing. Also, Townways has popped in my way, but I'm okay with that. Right, also once again with the items that you need to pick up, just like the cog that I just placed in the thing, what you want to do is check on your map and see if it will turn silver of a certain shape. Say that is an item, feel free to pick that up, then make sure you do that. Right, so the piece that I have just picked up needs to go in here, which will now reveal another lever or cog, one or the other, for you to place in. And then what you want to do is press circle and of course turn L3 clockwise. But if the Tamarines are going to get in your fucking way, then you're not going to be able to do nothing. So what we want to do is kick the fucking shit out of them. And then once again, once you've done all that shit...
Help!
Yeah, Susan. Just hold your horses. Right, so once you've done all that shit, turn L3 clockwise and keep turning it till you reach up to another height. Now this time, you'll be finding some more tamarines. And so, next, what you'll find is another chest over here that will take 5 keys off you. So feel free to open up for another bonus unlocked. Right, next of all then, with these tamarines again, what you want to do is just make sure they're fucking out the way completely. Because otherwise you won't be able to do a specific thing. Right, you'll find a handle here. And what you want to do is place it in here with circle just once. And now what you want to do is press circle.
Give me a hand, would you?
Slap X several times. And then what you want to do, and the best idea, is to stay there. Don't move. Because otherwise these tamarines are going to get in the way. So once again, what you want to do, wait for them to turn up. Especially if they're right in your way now. Get them fucking gone. Right, so once again, press circle once. Slap X a load of times. And once again, what we want to do is wait and don't move. So you can get that cog to keep turning around and around and around. So you can get this. So that's why you don't want to move. As long as you get rid of the tamarines, then you'll be right. And now you have these two guys. And this guy I'm using at the minute is roughly the same one that was in the first window, which is called Carapavel, don't forget. Right, also you'll find a chest here that will take 3 keys if you want to open it. But for now, what we're going to do is leave that. Right, now what you want to do is kick the shit out of these samurais. Also, you have this guy here that I'm going to use. And also, He's going to fuck off. And so now you'll have a centaur. Right, what you want to do is stop the tamarines from taking that gate down. So that's what you got to do. Stop them from shutting that gate. Right, so what you probably want to use is the centaur. Also, if you want to use this guy, just make him move with L3 and just press X. But if you want to do it the easy way, is use the centaur. So there's the two options for you. So yeah. Right, so once again, all you got to do is use L3 to move the centaur around, to use his hooves to run him over. Just run him over. So all you got to do. Use L3, and then I'll say all of that. And they just don't like it. And where you'll find this tall dude. And you'll be able to use him now. Right, so once again, you have to use this guy and stand on top of this guy. Just like the white one that I used to use, climbing on top of one of these dudes. Right, so what you want to do is to get this guy to be tied up. And then what you want to do is get the tamarines, especially the ones that's tying the big dude up, so you can get this guy back so you can use him a bit more better. And then what you want to do is take him over here and slap that circle once and slap that X several other times, so you can trap some bits and pieces. Right, also you'll find a chest over here that's going to take 8 keys off you. As long as you got plenty. So like I say, you can always get this guy, the centaur, just to walk around the place and ram into these tamarines. Also you'll find another chest over here somewhere, which will be in this little hole here. That's going to take 7 keys off you. So as long as you got 7, then you're good to open up this chest. Like I say, as long as you find the keys and just go back and forwards into certain areas, you can always just keep collecting more. Right, so once again, what you want to do is go and get the big dude, wherever he's bloody wandered off to. Where have you gone? There you are. Back here. And what you want to do is take him over here. Where you'll find some metal dudes as well. And what you want to do is just make sure that you get enough space so you can press circle. And press circle several times. For another bit of this to shut. Then our Tyrus, which is the guy that is on top of the tool dude. Right, first of all, what you want to do is go over here to spend 5 keys. If you want to do that. Right, so now once again, Tyrus is the dude that's on top of this dude. And what you want to do is take him over here, where Peter is. But you can't do that until you've got him free. And as he would do, is that Sam? And so once you've done it a couple of times and find where the string is, you can get him to walk a bit more better and take Tyrus over where Peter is. And now he's dead. How rude. How rude.
Miraz has to be our priority now.
And now they've got to get to him now.
In the name of the king!
And also we've only got 14 keys at the moment. So like I say, as long as you use them wisely and just keep collecting more by redoing the levels of the areas where you know where the chests are. Right, you'll find a chain or a bit of string tied up onto this. It'll be on the opposite side where the mouse and the other little guy was before. But also you might remember one of these dudes. That was saying, oh, sound before. Right, also what you want to do is get Peter involved again, because he's got the hook. Once again, L1, hold that in, press X, and then turn L3 clockwise, and just keep turning it. And then pull yourself all the way up. But also you find some more keys up here. Yeah, beyond help you. Not you anyway. Okay, anyway. Right, what you want to do is get this guy. And press X so you can swing around and knock the gate over, knock the thing over. Right, you'll find another one of these dudes. And what you want to do is whack him a couple of times before he's out of the picture. Right, so what you want to do is pick up a handle from over there and place it into hip. And circle once and circle again. And turn L3 clockwise. And once you do that bit, well, you'll have all of this bit, which is a nice little bridge for you to walk across, which will be over here. Uh-oh.
Get that gate closed.
Cornelius has been captured.
And we're going to have to free Cornelius again. Which is the guy that was the potion dude. To make people fall asleep. And when you move towards that, the door's shut and that thing's going to point at something. And with that thing, you're wondering what on earth's that going to do? If you know exactly what happens, well done. But if you have a rough idea, well done you. Yeah, it's going to swing and smack into that door. Just let us through. As well. How about that? And you'll find another one of these dudes. Right. Once again, with his stencil. You got it. He's just making him walk around and get his hooves to ram into him.
Are you alright?
Yes, thank you, dear boy.
Alright, let's find some horses and then way out. Thank you for your help. I can take it from here.
Now that I can feel my arms again, I'll be able to put the stable goddess to sleep with magic. As long as we're white, that should provide us with something of an advantage.
Sure. Okay. So, what we want to do is find a way out. Because this door is shut. And also, as you may have noticed, the centaur seems to fucking wander off. How rude. Right, so what we want to do is stand by it and press circle once and snap the X several times. Which will open up this door. And where you'll be able to find another lever for you to touch circle once and slap the X several other times. So you can remove something. And you'll find another lever and another key. And circle once and X several other times. For this lever. Let's move that thing. Also, if I know a chest, it'll take 3 keys off you. So feel free to do that. But also find another key over here as well. Another lever. Circle once and X several times once again. And once you do that bit, you'll find a checkpoint. And where you have a horse. Also just walk past the key. Because I'm going to need that. Right, so once again, we're going to have to say goodbye to this area. And then what you want to do is go over it and press circle once. And X several times. Before that door will open up. Right. Now you're wondering what the fuck to do here. Right, L1 and X to hit that thing. And where you'll find a weight over here for you to take. And you're wondering what the fuck's that for? Well, what it's for is to be put over here. And one will go there. And another has to go over there. So you're wondering where the fuck is the other weight? And it will be over here. So circle once to lift it up. And stand over here. And press circle once. And it will go in. To lift up another gate that will stop another horse getting out. So you want to get that out. Also what you want to do is L1 and press X for another bit of wood to come down. And you'll find another lever. So X several times when you press circle once. Which will you to have another bonus unlocked. So there you go, there's another bonus. So then, what you want to do now is go back the same way as you came in. You'll find some more of these town rains. Well, once again, as you haven't got no centaurs, you can use his horses to ram into them. Right, now, what you got to do is get to the other door. And what you want to do is go up it. Where you can find another key. And then what you want to do is get your bow to hit that thing to tip over. And where you'll find another lever over here. So circle once and X several other times. Before you can have one of these things removed. And also you find another key. And some more other little golden things for you to pick up. And then what you want to do is go all the way to the other side. Over here. Where you find another lever. Circle once and X several other times. And once you do that bit, you'll find the second one of these things opened up. Where you can get down on the opposite side. And what you want to do is press circle when you stand in the right place. Where you'll find another handle lever. And what you want to do is place it over here by pressing circle once. X. Next, all you want to do is press circle and turn L3 clockwise and keep turning it for the handle to turn. Where you'll find the door that's going to be opened up. And they get on their lovely horse to say, au revoir, I'm off. And so there you are. That is it for now. So that is it, I'm afraid. But we will be back for some more Narnia Prince Caspian next time. And once again, I hope you've enjoyed it so far. And I shall catch you next time. Take care.